Hey there, boys and girls. This week we are going to take a look at Unit 4, Week 4 Center Work Practice Packet. Take a look at our skills that we have going on here. We have cause and effect, our genre and text feature, and context clues. All right, let's get started. All right, boys and girls, our first worksheet pages that we're going to be doing deal with comprehension and fluency. The directions say read the passage, use the ask and answer question strategy to understand new information in the text. Now, boys and girls, remember that Mrs. Long always tells you to do the look at me, which is obviously your headings and your titles. But don't forget you should also be going back and highlighting your evidence when you find the answer to each question. Notice on the second page here, I've also highlighted a heading, the sun, turning out the lights. There's a look at me picture with also a caption at the bottom to pay close attention to. So on this page, boys and girls, you will see that Mrs. Long just has you answering questions 1 to 3. And don't forget that for questions 1, 2, and 3, boys and girls, make sure you go back in the passage and highlight your answers as well as to where you found them in the passage. For number 3, I also drew a box for cause and a box for an effect, because it says under the heading turning out the lights, what is one example of a cause and an effect? Use text evidence to support your answer. So make sure you're highlighting that text evidence. You do not have to do the bottom here. As you saw, Mrs. Long put an X through the bottom. All right, kiddos, on your next page, we're going to be dealing with genre and text feature. So let's take a look here. We have the title, How Rainbows Work. You see a diagram here, boys and girls. This diagram says, look at me, and it's going to be important to the passage, even though it is a short passage. You're going to answer the questions 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure you're using complete sentences with punctuation. Okay, don't just answer them. Make sure they are complete sentences that answer who and what happened, and make sure you use your punctuation at the end, please. That's very important. All right, kiddos, on this last page, we are going to be focusing on context clues. Now, boys and girls, context clues is where you're going to use the information that's in the sentence to figure out the meaning of the word. So it says, read each sentence below, use the other words in the sentence to help you figure out the meaning of the underlined word, fill in the circle for the correct answer. All right, kiddos, let's go ahead and take a look at number 1. He saw in the distance a beautiful, graceful bird soaring across the sky. So, kiddos, when I see some context clues and I think about this sentence, I see that we're talking about a bird. We have the word graceful. We have the word beautiful. And this word soaring has something to do about going across the sky. So it is a beautiful, graceful bird that is doing this word soaring, and that word soaring has to do with what that bird's doing across the sky. So I am going to choose the word gliding because that matches all of my context clues. Let's take a look at number 2. The little boy became drowsy as the day turned into night. So drowsy has to do something with the little boy. He became drowsy, and it happened when day went into night. So when you become drowsy, if you think about you're going from day to night, I'm going to say that the little boy got very tired. All right, boys and girls, you are going to answer number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that will finish this particular page for you on context clues. All right, kiddos, give your very best effort on Unit 4, Week 4 Center Work Packet.